everybody. Today is day 65 of the 100-day challenge. Just trying to move my camera here a little, and I'm sorry if I'm making you dizzy. So welcome to Monday. Today is the 5th of April. It's actually my son's birthday, who has been down in Key West vacationing with his wife. He's supposed to be returning today. So anyway, I'm sorry for the late start. Haven't been feeling so great. Yesterday, out of nowhere, I started having a back pain, and it's really, I don't know. It's really had me in a quandary. But I'm feeling a little bit better now. Just took some more Advil, but wanted to start on some pockets and things for the journal that I'm doing for my journal swap. So I thought I would bring you along. This is more or less a craft along, not so much a tutorial by any means, just a craft along. What else? There was something else I wanted to, well, I'll think of it. But anyway, this is a window envelope, of course, very obvious, but I'm going to make a flip out of it. I want to do something with this, which I have an idea for, and then all this depends on how quickly I'm able to accomplish things. But then I was going to make a long belly band and then a sideways belly band. I had these left from, I had cut them out for Roxy's weekly challenge. So they've been laying there, and I was like, oh, I can use those. I'll make a couple belly bands for my swap journal. So anyway, I think I'm going to start with this one. And what my thought is, I'm using actually a few different kits from My Porch Prints. And it has this, one of the kits that I'm using has this envelope. And I came up with an idea of what I wanted to do with this, if I can. I'm sure it's nothing new. I'm sure it's something that's been done. But nonetheless, I want to incorporate it. So I hope you're all doing well. Had a nice Easter. Absolutely gorgeous weather. Gorgeous weather. I don't know, our high was supposed to be 61, but wouldn't be surprised if it was warmer than that, but it was just perfect, beautiful day. And today's very nice, but the wind once again has picked up here. So even though it's nice, sunny, and I'm sure it would be even warmer if it weren't for the wind, but that's Rhode Island. It seems like we always have the wind. Alright, so I'm going to put that over there. And what I'm thinking about doing, I don't know how well I cut this envelope out, so let me work on it here a second. I'm thinking, let's see, get this. Finally ordered a new mat, so that should be coming in sometime soon. I just like to get an idea for my folding, because I'm awful. I always mess my folds up on these things. Been sitting here for like an hour, just fiddling around, you know. I sit down thinking, oh, I need to do a video, and then I start playing around with different things. Next thing you know, an hour has lapsed. So, I think this needs to come up a little bit, it looks like. What I mean, I never get the folds right. I don't think it really matters, but it bothers me. That's better. Alright, one more fold, and then I'll show you what my idea is. I don't know how far down I want that to go, actually. Alright, so what my thought was, is I had this piece here already cut, and what I want to do, oh, I don't like the way that is upside down. Well, either way it's going to be. Yeah, I'll just put it that way. Oh well. And you can see my fold is a little bit crooked, or one of these is crooked. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to collage the inside of this for writing space. This will be a flip, and I'm going to put it inside a signature. So I sort of like this the way it is, but I may add a little pocket on the front. I think I want this to be writing space, writing space. This will be a little flip out, and I'm thinking I will either cut the top or where do I want this? I don't know. This is going to be a flip. My initial thought was it was going to go here. Excuse me. With writing space on both places. Maybe open this on the bottom and make this a side pocket rather than a top pocket. We'll make that decision as we get to it. Let's just get to doing this. Let me get my chair up here. Oh, and I need to start my timer. It started me a little file of like neutral colors. I don't think I want any of that. I might use some of that. I just want to use some things that you can write on. And I found all of these earlier today in a big stack. I don't know if I want that dark though. I just wonder if you can, I was looking at some of these book pages I sort of feel like you would be able to write over them. Maybe I'll pull that out. So let's see here what I want to do. This has sort of a red line going through it where my printer, I might not use that. But see, I'm looking at this German writing here, and I'm like, I feel like you could write over that, you know? I think I'm going to use some of it. To get my glue stick out. And I don't know if my blue book's going to be big enough to put under this or not. But I will try. I'm just going to start by putting a bunch of glue. Well, I don't want the whole thing. Here I go with my collaging. I'm always making it harder than what it should be. Probably should have put the glue on the back of the paper, but that's real fragile paper. Keep that edge on there because I like it. Grab a card here. Had a busy morning too. Tried to do everything with my back feeling this way. It was not the funnest. You know, we all have those things we have to do around the house. And then I had to get some blood work done. Oh, I had a, hang on one second. Sorry about that. Oof, sorry. I should have left that off one more time for a little while longer. One of the delivery companies is here delivering something. And that makes our dog go sort of haywire. I'll put this way. Oh, something for me. Ooh, I bet that's from England. Ooh, how exciting is that? Package for me, and I think I only have one thing I'm actually waiting on. Ooh, that's very exciting. I just want to open it. I don't know why I'm gluing like this instead of on the back of the paper that I'm putting down. I'll get with it. But anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, yeah. Had errands to run. And I ended up going to Joann's. just use a piece of this. So today I'm going to work on this. Tomorrow, I haven't been online at all, but I'm assuming Rachel will be posting her weekly challenge. So that's what I will do tomorrow. But Wednesday and Thursday, I have something a little bit different that I actually want to work with. I want to see, where's this bend? Here. So I have an idea. I think I'll tear that edge off. So I had to go to Joann's, pick up, well, one thing that I needed for what I want to do on Wednesday. And then Thursday I have an idea for a video that I want to do. Some things I've been wanting to do anyway. Just sort of change things up some. I never get this right. I guess I could just, I don't know why I had to turn it over to do that. Up there. So, just want to crease that. Probably should have waited for it to dry, but sort of decide I'm okay with this side. I have this piece of paper here, and I thought, you know what? I might just tear a piece of it. Just to add a little bit of something on the inside there. Oh, now I know why that paper was there, because I had those squares on the back, that grid on the back. Just for a little bit of something on the inside there. And I may stitch around this, I'm not sure. Keep all this stuff together. Some sense of organization. So that'll be the inside. I want do first. Glue it. thinking, because this is so white on the inside, I may line it. And I think I will line that with something. What? I don't know. Let's see. Trying to be a little bit neat. I have a huge stack next to me. Let's see, do I want something in not big enough? Does it really? Actually goes this way. Oh wait, is that even going to be seen? That's not going to be seen because I'm going to... Yeah, I know what I got to do. So that's not going to be seen. So I don't have to worry about lining that. See how far I need to... go up here. Let's see, let me stop and think about this before I glue all this together. Yeah. Go ahead and glue this together. And because this will straighten itself out once it dries. That's going to flip. So I'm going to have to cover this side of this. Because I don't want my tuck to be right there. I just feel like it's just too close. So I think I'm going to cut the top. I think. But I'm going to need to cover the back of this. But before I do that, feel rattle-brained. So I'm sorry that I'm not like an organized crafter. This is just sort of the way I go about things, thinking them out as I'm going along. So I sort of like this the way it is. I'm going to stick it in, I think, here. And I was thinking, putting a little pocket maybe on the front. That would just be writing space. And then on the back side, this pocket, or you could do it that way too. Look, no, I don't like it on that. This could open up here with a little, you know, I'm thinking I might cut the bottom, make it a side pocket. And then I'm going to have to cover that. I folded that too quick. I think I'm going to stitch around some of this stuff too, so we might not see the completed. I won't do any stitching while I'm filming. I don't want to use that. I have some of these little, the little squares from the back of Tim Holtz paper packs. I don't like that. Well, I sort of like that. Or I could go, I might go with this. I think what I'm going to do is round that corner. I think I would probably want to stitch around that. Yeah, I want to stitch around that. Stitch around this. I think I sort of want to do something on the back side here. Let's see, we're going to have to cover this back too with that. Or do we leave it like that? I sort of like the, I'm thinking, there. I feel like I need something here. This would be on the other side. When you'd have I feel like I need to put something on that. This, I know I'm going to, well, let's cover this. Let's cover this. Get that over out of the way. And now the big decision, cover it with what? That's going to be opening up to this, so I might want something with some print. Oh, what about something like this? That is Tsunami Rose. I do know that. And since I'm not selling this, I can use it because I don't have one of her extended licenses or whatever. I just want to see if I like this or not. I'm going to do. I think that would be nice. already running out of room. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I want glue my envelope closed if I put that down. But I definitely want to use this. I'm going to pull this away. I'm going to let that dry without sealing. This will, yeah, I'll let that dry. It's already basically dry. It's a little bit crooked on the outside, isn't it? I'm a fusser, aren't I? Other people just go so quick and perfect, but I'm not that type of crafter for some reason. I would love to be fast, but I enjoy the process. What's the saying? Enjoy the journey. Now, do we want that open on the side or on the top? That's going to be the next question. I know I'm going to use this. I might cut it down a little bit more. Just a tad. That stuff falling all over the place. So I'm going to cut it about there and see what that looks like. That just seemed too tall for this small of a... That'll be alright. And then...
That little baby.
I'm videoing. And this side. What do I want to do on this side? I think if I just add a little bit of color, maybe. I don't know if that's the right thing to use. Maybe a piece of this. Well, that was a horrible tear. If that was straight, I would use that. I just want to cover. Let me see if I can use this. I don't think I can. I'm just trying to use up some scraps too. I think I'll add, here's my envelope. just not enough. You know, it's not doing it for me. So I know what some of you are doing, because I am subscribed to your channels, and I try to take time to check what everybody else is up to. Oh me, what to put on the back? Didn't get that far, did you, Sheila? That. It's going to be stitched. I keep going to the straw paper I have laying here, but I only have narrow strips. I don't think that's enough. I think I'm just going to glue this down. This definitely needs something more. That's not it. And it's already basically collaged, but I just feel like it needs something else going on here. That lady sort of doesn't go with, not that I have a real theme going on, but maybe if I no. I'm trying to force that, don't I? Maybe I'll tear some of this. Seems sort of weird to cover up paper that's already basically collaged, but I just want to cover her up. This is going to go up here. It's all too straight, isn't it? I'm going to glue this piece down. Make sure I'm recording. Turned my timer off because I didn't reset it when I came back on from when the delivery guy was here. Maybe if I use just a small, is that too blue? I feel like I need something along there. I want to go that direction. I feel like this is an epic fail. Just isn't quite right. book page. Make an awful mess when I tear paper, I'll tell you. Yeah, I just want to add something to the back of this. And I can look at that. I just want something primarily to cover that woman up. Should probably be fine in there, but I feel like this is a more vintage look. I feel like she's more modern. Okay, so I could decide to make this. Well, I think it's fine just being glued on there without making it another little tuck or whatever. I think it's fine. Before I do that though, I want to stitch around. I want to decide if I want this to open at the top or the side, and I decide what I'm doing on. I'm leaving this, but I want to do something on here. Maybe it can be just as simple. That's what I'm going to do. But I want to ink this real quick. Yeah. This little. I just wonder. I have these little pieces laying here. This is a piece of the quilt that I used for the cover. I'm going to make some, I have some scrap pieces here besides the rest of the pieces I have. I've been separating them, taking the batting out to make it thinner, because I plan to use some of these pieces in the journal, and I thought that would help to make it, number one, less thick, you know, to eliminate some bulk. But I started thinking, I think I'm going to use some of these pieces as for tabs, make a few tabs, and I'm going to use a couple of the pieces, I think, on my belly bands. I'm not going to do it all the way through, but I sort of feel like that will help too. I'm going to add that little piece there just to add a little bit of something to this. Do I want to, don't really want to use this glue. I'll use some Fabri-Tac. I'm so excited to open that package. It's from Lulu Retro. At least that's where I think it has to be, because I'm not waiting on anything else. So excited to see. Yeah, I think that's plenty on there. I think I'm going to stitch around these. You can really go very elaborate on everything. And I think by the time, you know, I'm a stitcher. You know, I like to stitch around things in the journal. But I think once it's stitched, and once you actually have your ephemera inside of it, the ephemera does a lot too. I'll probably round these edges is what I'm thinking. Stitch that on. Stitch around there. And then I'll see if I need anything more in here. So I'm going to lay this aside because I don't want to do stitching on camera. Look at this, I have paper stuck to me. Paper's everywhere. Alright, so I'm going to turn the video off and back on real quick because I've lost track of how much time already. And the next thing we will do is I want to do my little flip envelope when I can find it here. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So I am going to set my timer here. And hopefully I can get this and maybe one of those belly bands done. I don't want this video to be like forever. But I'm going to turn this into a flip. And in order to get my window over here, because it has to open this way, is what I'm trying to say. And because the way the envelope was opened, it was destroyed. So anyway, I'm going to add something to it to make it flip. That's what I'm trying to say in a roundabout way. So I want something on the inside. This one is going to open on the top. I want it to be a top flip. A top pocket, rather. And I have, lay that over there. I have some Tim Holtz wallpaper that I've been dying to use. So I thought I would start with a few pieces of it to see if I want to use any of it to line with. And I don't think, I know I have too much on my desk. Know what color the outside, the page that it's going on. Maybe I want to use this. It's just the lining, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to line it with this. Might help. I don't know why I have such a hard time. Let's do it this way. Get my pencil out. I turn on the camera and I feel like I make things look so hard. When I'm sitting here, things aren't this hard. I'm here by myself. Still trying to get used to this cutter too. That worked out good. So I'm going to glue that in. And that's the good thing about having all that open. It makes it a heck of a lot easier to line things. And I plan on stitching around it anyway. I just want to make sure this is on good. This mat is warped right there. In the worst possible place it can be warped. Alright, so it's going to be lined with that. I want to use some of this, I think. I sort of have an idea with this one. Sort of. Now I need to find some kind of, I think I want some, oh, I think I want this showing, I guess. So I think I want to cover that part first. And maybe I'll use some of this. Maybe a little bit light. I don't mind covering up part of the window. And you know, I think I'm going to turn this over, because that's going to be the opening of that. Well, I already did that. Might be too late. Let me get this back up. I want to cut some of this off. Might be too late. I just don't want it right there on that bold. There we go. I do want to use this ledger on here. Need to cut that. Fabric scissors. what I have laying over here on the right side of me are end cuts, you know, from when I cut the journal pages for the signatures down to the appropriate sizes. So I kept those scraps laying there. And my primary concern is getting up on top and on this edge of this window. Use some of this. I think I will. Getting it thin enough is going to be the other. Well, I guess I could just wrap that around. I think I just tore that too short. I love this straw paper. The thickness is just perfect. Wrap that around. Now I need something for the bottom here. Your daddy give you Mo. My husband is like, I call him her crack dealer. This dog constantly has, no, that's too bright. I'm just comparing this with where I'm putting this on my journal. Because I'm piece of, yeah, I'll just use this German paper, right? Why not? I don't know. I guess I want to go further this way. Okay, and then need to do the back side. The back side, I already determined, is going to be neutral. I'll use the same things. No, that's too dark. like to see. It's going to flip up. I feel like that's too white. I think I'll use this. I think I like that one better. I'll just tear the whole thing off. Yeah, I don't want the real dark part though. I'll do the same thing here. Give me some marks. What are you whining about, Mo? She's the biggest whiner ever. She's definitely feeling a lot better. And well, I'll glue this on and then I'll cut it off. I think, yeah. Anybody see my, there it is. Sort of excited. I'm not excited because, but my birthday is this weekend coming. And I ordered a few things. Organizational things, I guess, was one of the things that I chose for my birthday. I was going to get an iWatch and I decided I would wait on that for like Christmas because there were crafty things that I wanted. The big thing was Jessie Corley. I don't know if you know who she is, but she is a, I guess, textile artist is how I would categorize her. And her shop is opening on Friday, and I want one of the friendship quilt kits. I don't know how much it cost, but her shop opens on Friday. She's been relocating in England, and so on Friday I got my alarm set on my clock for when her shop opens online. that's what I'm thinking about doing here. I'm going off on a tangent. I'm going to use either I thought about muslin to use as my hinge. The word wouldn't come to me. As my hinge for this. Or, and I'm going to stitch around this. I might add a little bit of something here. That'll flip up. This will be stitched around. I might do some light stamping through this journal. I'm not sure. If not, I might come back and add something with a little bit of color here. But I'm thinking either a piece of muslin as my hinge, or I have this Tim Holtz. It's supposed to be like washi, but it's extremely strong. And I don't know. I'm going to wait and see once I stitch and everything what I like best. But I thought I might be able to use some of that as my hinge. Just not sure. I think this is going to work better because this is rather sticky. And I think where you would have a little bit of that gap, you know what I mean? That might create havoc. But those are the two things I'm thinking of that. I had something laying here that just popped in my head, and I thought, oh, maybe I could put that muslin go. Yeah, I think I might wait until after I figure out what I'm doing, do my stitching, and then maybe add something here. But I will cut a half circle with my new circle punch, so I don't forget about that. There we go. And I don't really have to ink there because that's going to be covered with the hinge. Back side. The same with on this side. Might either do some stamping or add something with some color, you know. But that for now. I'm just going to attach that together. Put this in my stitching stack. And I don't know how much time has passed. I only got 3 minutes left. So I don't think I'm going to start these because I feel like this video is going to be too long because I craft too slow. So what I'll do is shut you off. I will do some stitching around these and come back and show you what the end results are and call it a video. So I'll be back shortly. Okay, I'm back. Took me a little while to do that. But anyway, this is the flip. I went ahead and stitched the, I stitched around here and here to create, you know, the pocket here. But this fabric here is what I will use as my hinge. I may, as I said, as I'm assembling my journal, what I call assembling, as I'm placing everything in the journal, if I feel like I need to add something more here, then I definitely will. But this, of course, this isn't going in there, but it could. But, of course, I'll have a tag or something in that. So that's that one. I really like that. And then this little element is just an added element for inside And it's not going in this signature, but as I told you before, it will go in. There'll be a text spot here, writing space, and then on the other side, writing space. I might do something more in here and maybe put a label or something on the back of this. And then this flip out, of course, has a place for a tag. So I didn't get as much done on this video as I wanted to, but nonetheless, I never do because I craft so slow. But I'm real pleased with these two pieces. So I have two pieces for my swap journal done, which is always a good thing. I'm going to continue to work along. I'll include you whenever possible. I will be back tomorrow with something. Depends. Like I said, I haven't been online today, so I don't know if Rachel did her piece for her Roxy's Weekly Challenge or not. If so, I'll be doing that tomorrow. And then I have plans for Wednesday, Thursday as far as different projects. And then Friday and through the weekend, I want to focus on this. I like to get things done and not over, hanging over my head, even though I have until May 7th. I just like to get it done, have that off my plate. So, with that being said, I hope you enjoy the rest of your Monday, and I'll be back tomorrow. Happy crafting, everybody. Bye-bye.